And it is top 5 time again. And this one should be an interesting one.
This one, it will be interesting.
We've already started. That's why we hit record very quickly. And we're all smiling, and because this could be an interesting one. So, if you watched last week's one, it was titles.
Yep.
Design, say title design. We are doing a bit of an update more than anything.
Yeah.
Of our top 5 wrestlers, superstars, male, female, in both companies, AEW and WWE.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of rules. So, one, they've got to be active. So, if they're injured and they've not been on TV for a while, then they're not on the list. So, if when you watch this and you go, well, why has no one got Seth Rollins or Kenny Omega? I'm just picking them two because they're 2 big names that will probably be on the list. It's because they're not active right now. We only do it fair and makes the list a little bit more fun and truthful if we leave off the people that are not there at the moment.
Yeah.
And 2, if you put a group in, so for an example, the Elite, that's the whole Elite. You cannot then go and have the Young Bucks separately.
On the current version of the Elite.
Yeah,
not like the old.
Yeah, the current version of Elite with Okada and Perry. So you can't put the Elite in and then have Jack Perry and the Young Bucks. You either split them up or you have them as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Not one or the other. I think, do we say anything else?
Not injured. Groups together. I think that was it.
Yeah, active is the
active.
Active's the big one.
Yeah.
Which one? Should we start with WWE then?
Yeah, let's do it.
No, because that's the one that we are going to have. So we'll do AEW because I think it's going to be a bit easier AEW for all of us. So what we're doing as usual. One of us goes as 5, the rest I'll follow.
I'll start if you want.
Yeah, 5. Go for it.
Takeshita is my number 5.
Fairs.
So he's just sick, absolutely banger after banger at the minute. Binta and Jay absolutely smashing it over there. Hopefully we get a feud into Wrestle Kingdom with him and Okada. That'd be great for both sides, the future and the past of New Japan. And I just think he's having a fantastic year at the moment. He's having a breakout year. And he beat Kenny Omega twice in the last 12 months. Just over 12 months, as of this recording.
He doesn't make my list because he's literally just come back to TV this week. He hasn't been inactive as in like he's been injured or anything. He's been in New Japan doing bits, whatever. But he has literally just come back to AEW TV this week for first time in about a couple of months. I actually didn't even consider him.
I considered him.
Okay.
My number 5.
Oh, you go?
Yeah, mine's Christian.
Okay.
Fucking love him. He's just fucking.
He's holding that fucking contract. Then.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's mint because he pisses everyone off, and he's made Nick Wayne at least something. And who thought that?
My number 5.
Go on.
Hangers.
Yeah.
Hangman on the page. He's just doing bits right now. I absolutely love this crazy manic version of him as well. I've always been a Hangman fan, but this crazy lunatic, especially after All Out this weekend.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it, and I'm hoping to God TK leaves his Titatron pit video now as him sitting on that armchair in a fire.
Yeah, definitely needs.
By the way, that's been teased. I don't like off that topic. That has been teased in his Titatron video for ages. The house being set on fire.
Oh,
it was in the background, like very minute, but yeah, someone to point out on social media this week. Fair. Yeah, Hangman Adam Page is my number 5.
I got Christian.
Then number 4.
Yeah.
What's the reaction here? Will Ospreay.
Okay.
He's good. I can't deny he's good, but for me, the 3 above him are giving me more entertainment and enjoyment on AEW right now.
Has this happened at a good time for you? With someone returning to TV?
Oh, I haven't put him on.
Oh, have you not? Oh, okay. I thought that's why.
I haven't put him on the pretenses that he's only just returned.
Right, fair.
I feel like the other people here have been doing bits.
Okay.
Fair enough. Lot more.
Fair it is.
It'd be too easy for me to slot him straight in.
Yeah.
There we go. But yeah. So yeah, Will Ospreay.
There's Ted.
Okay, here we go. The Elite, number 4.
Okay.
Absolutely smashing it week on week. Jack Perry's coming to his own since the scapegoat character's been a thing. Young Bucks are the EVP character leaning into everything. He's done them wonders. And then Okada, I think he's finally getting his feet now. They're showcasing him wrestling, which is what they needed to do. And they made him a funny character as well, which is a very hard thing to do. They've understood there's a challenge with him cutting long promos, so just have him cutting sound bites. I say that's how you get around it, and I think they're smashing it right now. Matt?
So I think when we did this 2 years ago, this group were not anywhere near my top 5. And I said they would never make it into my top 5, ever. The Elite are my number 4.
My work, guys, is done. That's it. Rest of completed.
If anyone has been following us from the start knows how much I hated the Young Bucks. Could not stand them. I didn't mind Kenny. Didn't know much of him, to be fair. And then over the past few years, I've watched a lot of Kenny on YouTube and stuff, so I really like Kenny. I think Okada's fucking excellent in the ring and what he's doing. Jack Perry's come from being an absolute fucking joke to a serious wrestler in the Elite, and he's the current TNT champ. And the Bucks, I love what they're doing now. I love how everyone's just annoyed with him, and they just don't give a shit. I absolutely love it. So the Elite has made my top 5. There you go. Look at that. How things change in 2 years, eh?
That's crazy.
People, open your minds to different wrestling. That's all you need to do. Have we done number 4?
Yeah,
John started. Number 3, I'll start mine. Will Ospreay. I think he's fucking quality. I enjoy every single match he's had. And I originally said that WWE won't be kicking themselves. I think they fucking are. I think they fucking completely just like, why did we just not get him and just give him the title and run with it kind of thing on Raw. Yeah, Will Ospreay.
Do you want me to go next, John, or do you want to go next?
Yeah, you go, mate.
Number 3 for me, Daniel Bryan. He's having a stellar year. His last few pay-per-view this weekend's All Out. It's the absolute banger match with Jack Perry. All In, banger match with Swerve. And he just he just doesn't drop the ball. He is Mr. Reliable, as say in that company. As say when I know there's like locker room leaders there with Mox and Jericho, but Bryan's the man. If anything ever happened to Tony, Bryan's the one that you hand it to, and he keeps the ship running along smoothly, in my eyes.
Tony's actually said that if anything ever happens to him, that AEW is to be given to Bryan Danielson. I think he said it in one of his press conferences. My number 3, I've gone just them on their own, the Young Bucks. I like the Elite stuff, and Jack Perry probably could have made my list. Absolutely. Okada, Barney's backstage stuff, and it's Okada, and I'm a bit bored of it all because he's not really defending his title. He's not doing much, but I think the stuff Elite's doing, I think the Elite doing the stuff the Elite's doing, it's all down to the Young Bucks changing their gimmick, and that's where it's built from. And I think every week they turn up and do what they're doing. It's brilliant. But then it's the Young Bucks and my boys. So
Fairs.
I'll go number 2.
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson. Absolutely amazing at the moment. Great. Appreciate him so much more than I probably have done. It's just a shame that we know we're on the farewell tour, and it's just going to be an interesting view now to see where that farewell tour ends and who it ends with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My number 2, MJF. So, this is my favorite. This is favorite wrestlers. This ain't who I think is the top stars in AEW. Yeah. So MJF, I enjoy everything MJF does. There's not one thing I go and say he's done that shit. His promo work is always on point and makes me want to watch what he does. His matches are just always 5-star for me. and whenever he has a title, he makes it seem more relevant than it should be. Example, that one that Will Ospreay's got now. It's been thrown about. Yeah, that's like, I didn't really care about it. And then MJF had it, and then it made me care about it because I was well happy when Will Ospreay won it. So MJF's my number 2.
He'd be my number 6 if I did the list. We did like a full 10. He'd be my number 6.
Same. So I've and hard about this for the last couple of days, and I put this person as number 1 earlier, but I am going to swap it. My number 2 is Will Ospreay. So he's just had a banger. He's been bent throughout his career. It's nice to see that the eyes that he should have had in New Japan, he's now the American fans are learning about it, about something that we've known for years and years, how great he is. So, and you guys have already pointed out how good he is. He has banger after banger. But yeah, number 1. My number 1 is Swerve. Swerve's absolutely smashed it. Yeah.
Your Swerve as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine Swerve.
You can't. I think you can't watch AEW and not enjoy Swerve.
Anything he fucking does.
Right, so anything he does. He's going to have time off, but I believe he's having some time off. What I worry for AEW's product will Swerve away.
Yeah.
There's no controversy. There's no he look at the stuff he did with Hangers when it was them two going for the title, breaking into his house, and then look at this week's as well.
Yeah.
And then he takes things to that extra darker level when it needs to be, but then when he wants to be the full face, he can be the full face. I think we might suffer for a little while without him, but then we've got some other storylines blossoming really nicely now, so we'll see.
So it'd be very interesting to see when people like Adam Cole, Kenny Omega, Adam Copeland come back. To be honest with you, and this is coming from me, Adam Copeland don't make my list either way. I don't like it. I'm just not interested in his AEW run. I haven't been. I was
lackluster.
Yeah, I was happy when he first came in. I thought, okay, something different, but it's just the same Adam Copeland / Edge we got in WWE. There's nothing changed. So, I think Kenny will probably make my list if he comes back. He'll probably drop everyone down, bar Swerve, and he goes second. But time will tell.
Obviously, Kenny's an if, isn't he? So
yeah.
I'm starting to wonder if Adam Cole's an if, because he was sat. Obviously, I sat and watched him play games, and he was struggling with his neck, just sat playing video games. So if he's struggling just playing video games and his neck's hurting, how's he going to go about wrestling?
So his neck could be hurt because he could be trying to work up for a return and been doing a bit of workout on it maybe. I think concussions is Adam's big problem.
Yeah.
I think he's had, because I watched that backstage thing they did. It was on ITV there, and he was off all that time because of concussions stuff. I think it's concussion issues that's his problem. I don't think it was this time because he broke his leg as well, didn't he?
He broke his ankle, yeah.
His ankle. So, but yeah, a bit of shame.
It would be a
shame. But hey, look, people come back from Adam Copeland, Bryan Danielson, Saraya.
Yeah.
To come back from these injuries.
I've just realised I missed a fucking trick. I should have said fucking Keith Lee.
Can't. He's not
active.
Not active.
Yeah,
fair. You would have lost the spot.
That's why we've not mentioned it, because he's not active.
Yeah, you would have lost the spot, but we wouldn't have let you refill it either.
No, you missed your guy off. Let's get to the controversial one, WWE.
Okay.
I don't think it's controversial.
Well, mine ain't.
Mine ain't.
Mine is. Mine is.
Oh, mine could be, actually. It depends how you look at it. So, number 5?
Judgment Day. New Judgment Day.
Right, so before we get into the argument with Judgment Day, what was yours, John?
White 6.
Fair play. Mine's Kevin Owens.
Okay.
Fair play.
Fucking love Kevin Owens. He's top notch, man.
He puts by. He goes out, does his job, and if you think about it, what was the stat this week on SmackDown? Was it something stupid like 12 years since he's held a piece of gold barring the tag teams?
7.
Fuck it.
Yeah, 12 years, I think it was, yeah.
The fucking outrage that Kevin Owens has not held a world title in 12 years.
7.
I know it.
7 years.
7 years he last held the Universal title.
7 years. That's a fucking outrage. They've not had a world title in that time.
Right, Judgment Day.
All right, let me cover
Oh, yeah, sorry, White 6, yeah, sorry.
They are the only reason I turned on Raw.
Yeah.
I literally turned on Raw last night because I knew they were starting the show. There's so many emotional factors with it. I fucking love Eric Rowan.
Yeah.
Oh, so
he's so good. And then this tag team, it looks like it's going to be Gacy and Loomis. Loomis is amazing.
Gacy is, mate. Gacy last night was the stuff he was doing, Gacy.
I'm worried about Gacy, though, with his arm. If you saw when they were outside the dive, he hit the fucking, the ringside thing, that metal bit first, and you could see him playing on his arm for the rest of the match from there. So I'm hoping that's not an injury. Or he can be hidden.
He can start out because he can just hang around. He doesn't need to do anything.
Yeah, he doesn't need to get involved in anything.
He just needs to hide him.
But yeah, Gacy, well, I didn't really watch Gacy so much, but Dexter Loomis just looks like an absolutely new man. It's like he's had there were shackles taken off him to be who he wants to be.
Yeah.
And then Big Out Rowan last night just looked amazing. I hope one day soon that they're gonna do some sort of line with Eric Rowan and Braun, because that match will be two big, massive SOBs going at it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be raw. There'll be tears in that match after that match. There'll be tears. But yeah, Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. The new Judgment Day, by the way.
Okay.
The new Judgment Day.
The new Judgment Day.
Tell us.
Finn Balor is a great leader.
Yeah.
I love the stuff that he does.
There's no leaders in the new Judgment Day.
Okay. None of them are leaders.
So out of everyone that's left, I'd say he's the main. For me, he's the one that you push towards the title. If you're gonna push, every faction has got to have. Each person's got to have a direction. So for me, he's the top.
For all of us, he's the one.
Yeah. I'd say then you've got Dom and Liv, who Dom can do his own thing. Dom could go towards the IC title. I'd say absolutely love it. I'd say Liv she's not replacing Mommy, but I love the Liv character at the moment. I'd say she's great. It's making Raw entertaining. Them being on that show is what I'd say is one of the big things. I think no Judgment Day. I'd say the Raw's going to be boring in my eyes.
I'll mention the other two.
Yeah, I'm getting
okay, go on.
And then you've got JD McDonough, right?
Okay.
So you two, before this, ladies and gents, before this recording, this is what kicked us off leading into this video first, is that I said JD McDonough is one of the most underrated talents there. And they would say, oh, it doesn't matter.
He didn't put underrated talent. He didn't say underrated talent.
Okay, so you two were saying you can do without him.
Yeah.
So he's little and he can wrestle good, so we're getting rid of then every other.
Right, no, because you didn't. The way you said that is not what you said.
No.
So I said NXT is his level. So you said, right, so then that means we've got to get rid of every small guy. Well, no. Because you mentioned Chad Gable in that. But Chad Gable is one of the best wrestlers on the roster. We're not talking about how little he is. There's nothing to do with that. He's got no character. He's boring as fuck. And he's the one that gets beat down every single time. Yes, he could hold a title. And I mean a North American title. Or a Cruiserweight title. Or a Speed title. That's what I mean by that. I don't mean where you can go stick him in NXT and he can hit around the bottom of it and do fuck all. I'd love to see him compete for the NXT title. I'd love to see it. Because I do rate JD McDonough in NXT. In Raw, I just think Raw is too big with too many big characters for him to find a place on Raw. Tozawa, he's found with Alpha Academy or with Otis and Maxine. If he leaves, would I be asked? No, I couldn't give a shit, to be honest with you. See you in a bit. There's NXT. There's the door. But when you were saying Chad Gable, there's nothing about Chad Gable. He's in the Continental. He's in that fucking line for it.
So I think you give JD time, give him direction, and I could see him. He could easily fly up the card.
Okay.
I'd say by miles. I'd say he needs to be given the opportunities because he is the whipping goat. He is the whipping boy of the Judgment Day because he can make people look fucking sick. That's why they trust him for that role.
Yeah,
but when the old stuff with Braun Strowman were happening, is say with JD that were bumping around, flying around for Strowman. He's not up to that level yet. But look at what Dolph Ziggler was known for when he first came in.
Please tell me you're not comparing Dolph Ziggler to JD McDonough.
No, but that could be somewhere that JD could end up. JD quality.
JD could end up as a world heavyweight champion.
Given time, yes, he has got the potential. All day, and I'll fight that till the fucking end of time. He is one of the most. He has got the highest ceiling. He's got one of the highest ceilings at the moment.
So if he goes to AEW, I had this argument with Ricochet, and you told me Ricochet can win the AEW title. If he goes to AEW, he wins the AEW world title.
Well, I've changed my opinion on the Ricochet thing. Ricochet is like dead in the water right now. So that's neither here nor there.
Oh, breaking news, folks.
So Tony basically put a shotgun to Ricochet's legs and just absolutely blew it from under with that booking.
And then Carlito. Talk to us about Carlito. It's the Judgment Day as a whole, so...
Yeah. So, Carlito, now Carlito, he's... Yeah, again, it's just that he's not getting booked right.
Do I want to see Carlito on Raw in 2024?
So,
it's like seeing MVP on Raw in 2024. I don't want to see it.
Carlito's a mid-card jobber at best now.
Yeah. He's not even a mid-card. He's lower.
I mean, put him in NXT, do a little bit of thing, get some guys over down in NXT with his work rate. He's a good worker. I give you that. But
so for me, like both of them two, JD and I know you said NXT is JD's level. He's better than NXT, but he wouldn't. Him and Carlito dropping down as have a bit of a Judgment Day run in AEW, in NXT would do them to the life of good, get them some wins under the belt. I think a good cruise. Sorry, I think me and you. Well, we've all discussed this speed title. They need to bin that off. They need to bring back the cruiserweight. It gives JD then something to do, not just.
But it's not just JD with that though.
Yeah,
because you've got Dragon Lee sitting doing fuck all.
Yeah.
But
you could have Dom.
We're talking about NXT with JD.
Yeah.
JD versus Ethan Page. For the NXT title.
It'd been.
I don't think that main events.
But are you booking on hand on heart? Can you honestly say you're booking JD to beat Ethan Page for NXT
or Trick?
Not right now. No.
Or Joe Hendry.
At the moment, no. But based on if you're booking right and gave him the right going up the card, he could be on the same level as Finn.
I would outright and say that JD has felt very lucky with his run in WWE because of who his best friend is.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd say he felt lucky on the main roster in WWE with who his friend. NXT UK and NXT was he was good in. I will give him his credit for that. He was great in that.
Getting brought and saved on the back of the NXT UK dying, I think that is all part and parcel of who his best friend is. Now, if you remember, he came in and he was literally labelled as a carbon copy of Finn Balor. And he tried his best to get rid of that. But now he's back up in Judgment Day, carbon copying of Finn Balor, but with long hair.
And
I know you said he's putting people over and making them look good every week. Local talent does that.
Enhancement talent,
yeah. Enhancement talent does that. How long, mate? So on hands on heart, if and this is what I was trying to say, Judgment Day, the new Judgment Day, completely splits tomorrow. Okay, Finn Balor will be injected into that world heavyweight title picture by Triple H. 100% has 100% faith in him to do it because he made him the first Universal champion. You know, when and put it out there, he made him one of his longest running NXT, his NXT champions as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he will put 100% faith behind him to go into that picture. And fuck it, I would pay good money to watch him and Gunther Wyatt if I thought it was going to be an equal playing field. Dom will be able to do whatever Dom wants to do right now. Dom wants to be a heel, work a heel, and stay with Liv. Working the Intercontinental title picture, absolutely going to work. Liv's going to be floating around that women's world heavyweight title picture for a long time.
Yeah.
The only two, mate, is fucking JD and Carlito, and it's just like Maximum Male Models, mate. They've got nothing. Once you take away their attraction, so Maximum Male Models had, well, that's LA Knight now, and Maxine Dupree. That was their attraction. That's why they were getting TV time, because they were trying to work a gimmick with them across and make them popular. And LA Knight seen it wasn't fucking working, walked away and become LA Knight. And then they didn't work, so they put Otis in to try and give it more relevancy and create a storyline there. That was the same thing. Once you take the people, the thing that people want to watch in the Judgment Day away and put them on their own, them two would disappear into the mist, mate. Vinci.
I will back up with JD in NXT, because the match I've given you to watch, by the way, JD's in it.
About the NXT, but I'm with you there. NXT's that's his level.
As a wrestler, if you're just going to have him wrestle, then I think NXT is the best place for him. If you bring him up to the main roster, you're not going to fit him in a 2-hour show.
Ty Dillinger, Sean Spears.
Yeah.
Tyler Breeze. Dillinger, Sean Spears knows his level. He's gone and trying to be a top star in another company. Didn't do it. Come back. He knows his levels in NXT now.
Yeah, because he won't get called up to the main roster now. Lexus King probably the same.
That's sad with Lexus King.
Lexus King, that is a pity. But sort of twisting his Ty Dillinger, Sean Spears, whatever you want to call him, he knows that he's at his level now in NXT. Go on and be an NXT champion, float around there for a while, help put people over, work in development. That is his level. And I think that's the same for if Judgment Day break, that's the same for JD.
Yeah, I agree. Well, fair dues. Your list. That's what it's all about. That's why we like it.
My mum called me in the middle of that. Sorry, Ed.
It's all right.
Wait a minute, insurance documents coming. She's trying to go through them all with me. I'm like, Mum, I'll ring you back in a little while.
I'm going to go with my next one because it's not controversial, but I think you guys will think why he's so low down. Cody Rhodes.
Surprisingly, Cody Rhodes is my number 4.
So the ones I've got above him, I enjoy more at the moment, and it's not. And we've said it from his title reign started. It's nothing to do with Cody and what he's doing. It's the storylines he's been given. And for me, I don't enjoy Cody against Solo Sikoa. I didn't enjoy Cody against who did he face at friggin'? Is that AJ? I enjoyed his AJ matches.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've not enjoyed anything he's done on pay-per-view. Kevin Owens one was okay till the end. Logan wasn't great. People are giving it credit, and I'm like, why?
The Logan one was literally
it's
the Saudi
general manager mode, wasn't it?
GM mode, wasn't it?
That's why he's there, because I've not enjoyed his title run as much as I should have done.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I feel for me he has to be in the top 5 because he is.
Yes, because it's Cody Rhodes, and he's holding it down on SmackDown. I was going to put LA Knight instead of Kevin Owens as well, by the way, but changed my... And the White Six kind of changed my mind this morning.
My number 5.
But after what I said, so I said we'll get into it in the main thing, but I was going to put White Six in there, but I thought I'd keep it as is.
My number 4, Sami Zayn.
Cool.
I absolutely love Sami Zayn, and I want Sami Zayn to be world champion. But when I look at my list, the 3 above him, all 5 of mine, and the reason I put WWE on this week, and for me, every week, and I think the 3 above him are a little bit more of my favourites right now. They are 4, that's a bit of a clue there, because there's only 3 spots left. They are 4 of my favourite wrestlers right now. This is what this list is. These are people that if I could buy their shirts in my size, these are the shirts I'd be rocking.
Yeah.
You probably know who the 4 are. It's very easy if you watch obviously stuff. But yeah, Sami Zayn it's just fucking brilliant. I think Sami Zayn's finally found Sami Zayn again, because he went through that whole conspiracy shit for a while, and then
2020.
Yeah, and then he jumped in with the
Bloodline.
The Bloodline, and I think Sami Zayn found Sami Zayn again in the Bloodline, and I think he's just running with it. I want him to beat Gunther. I'm not. I know it's probably not going to happen, but I will. If we're on live stream, and Sami takes the 3 on him, you will get a proper cheer buzzing out of me for that one.
Fairs?
Did more than that. If he won the belt, there'd be tears. I think.
Yeah, I think I get a bit emotional with that one as well.
Yeah. So my number 3. Are we doing the 3s now?
Yeah, 3 now.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn. I've literally just put him in over the person I had at number 2. But yeah, for the same reason John said, that reaction he got last night in Canada were out of this world, and he gets that reaction no matter where he goes. So he is. I think he's back to the underdog, which is what he was when he first came up from NXT. He's got that sort of buzz about him again, and saying that's all thanks to the Bloodline and everything he did there with Kevin and the Usos. He's just been on a massive journey, and I think if this journey was to him beating Gunther for the title, it'd be absolutely incredible. As I say, but he's one of the reasons why I turn on SmackDown Raw every week. As I say, and then enjoy his work.
Fair enough. My number 3. I'm going to go with them both. I originally had Damien Priest down on his own, but I'm going to go for both. Terror Twins, Damien Priest and Rhea Ripley. I absolutely fucking love Damien Priest. I've loved him before he won the title, when he won the title. I think his character work he's had over the last 12 months is incredible. And you look at people on that roster and you think, who can Raw not do without? You can't do without Damien Priest now. You can't.
No.
He's in the main scene. His wrestling's... He's always been a good wrestler as Punisher Martinez, but mate, he's fucking mint. And Rhea Ripley, nothing needs to be said about Rhea Ripley that we've not already said in the last 2 years. She's fucking mint. She's the best women's wrestler they've got out of both companies, in my point of view.
PWI 500 this year. If she's not number 1 again,
Something's wrong.
Crack.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, 100%.
So the Terror Twins are my 3rd.
Mr. DM Hunk himself, Drew McIntyre.
CM Punk? Oh.
Mr. Drew McIntyre. Fucking love the big Scottish bastard.
What? You don't, do you?
Do you know what? And take out the host. I think he was another one that I got invested into when he went on his little trip, and when he left. And once he started to build himself up again, I think obviously when I started to see him live at WCPW and stuff, I got a bit invested in. I've listened to his book. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't read it because I only ever read
I didn't read it. I listened to it.
Listen to it, and I'm glad I listened to it because it's so good. I just love everything he does. You think of all the matches in the last 3-4 years that he's had with Gunther and Roman and Brock and everything. It's just great. And obviously right now he's making CM Punk enjoyable for me to watch.
Which is a massive deal.
He's force feeding him his fucking beads.
Which you can now buy on www.shop.com, by the way.
Yeah.
They've actually now started selling them.
Is going to be very lucky because I think he's in 2 storylines that's written for him. He's getting to wrestle Drew McIntyre, and then he's probably going to move into Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
If Seth was active, Seth would be on my list. I don't know who would drop out, but Seth would be on my list. And I think, he just slaps, doesn't he? And I fucking buzz it when he puts his head in the 5th row. Makes me so happy.
Oh, when he puts his face through the cell.
Oh, mate, I hope they're not gonna, but it'd be great if he went up to the top of the cell and he put him through it.
Hey, could do. We've not seen a Hell in a Cell under Triple H yet.
I feel after this all the out weekend, WWE need to go, right, we need to do something.
Yeah, we could do.
Who's going through hell? Someone's gone, right, someone needs to go through the top of the cell. CM Punk's looking at his retirement plan. Shit. Because there's no way he's going through it. If he got injured on DDT, there's no way he's going through a cell and not coming out injured.
Yeah.
It's not. But yeah, DM, I don't think we can talk about wrestling. I feel like Drew's been he's one of them wrestlers. You talk about who carries companies and probably doesn't get as much plaudit for it as they should do. I think Drew's one of them people that has carried WWE through probably a rough patch. Yep. With Roman not being on TV and having both titles.
Agreed.
Absolutely. But yeah, DM Hunk is my number 3.
Fairs. Number 2? Gunther.
Not made my list.
I absolutely fucking enjoy Gunther on TV. He's one of the reasons I turn on Raw. You know me, I've loved Gunther since fucking
day dot.
Yeah, he's just fucking mint, and he never puts on a bad show. Every Every match he has, he puts meaning into, and it helps with the people he gets put into. So Sami Zayn coming up, it's making you care about the match. Because under Vince, we probably wouldn't care about it, and there's nothing to do with Gunther or Sami. It's just the storyline would be shit.
I think if Vince was still around and still in charge, I don't think Gunther would be
No,
around.
but I'm just using it as an example, saying that the stories going into what we had originally it was just right. Okay, you two are wrestling at that pay per view. That's it.
Yeah.
Whereas now I'm invested, and Gunther helps that so much, and I enjoy everything he does on Raw and on pay per view. So Gunther's my second.
Gunther doesn't make my list. It'd probably be 6 if we were doing 10. I do enjoy Gunther. I'm not saying I don't. It's just that, like, once again, these people I enjoy more.
And that's what it's all about. What you enjoy.
My number 2 is the Terror Twins, Damien and Rhea. Absolutely smashing it at the minute. I love everything. Damien's come on leaps and bounds. He is a main event. He's a main event guy now. He's cemented in that place for me. I wouldn't be sad if they give him the belt back tomorrow. I'd be buzzing. It'd be great. His whole story's just mint. And then Rhea's just the best female wrestler in any company right now. Let's say by leaps and bounds. Very much like you said in the past, John, I would love to see the Terror Twins win the tag team titles and then defend it against male superstars, because she's good enough to go toe-to-toe. After watching, I've watched one of the matches that you guys have told me to watch of the new series, and I can definitely see where Rhea gets it from, and I've got no problem with that, with her being up against other men. I say absolutely launching him around, because she's got that build and she'd be meant at it.
Yeah.
She absolutely is. Absolutely. Mine's Terror Twins. You've already said it all. Priest, I could have. I could probably put 2 of them separately in my list, and then it was taken away from other people that I really enjoy. But I just think they're fucking brilliant. Priest, I'm going to rewatch it. I watched the entrances and rewatch Backlash from Puerto Rico.
Have you watched his 24?
No, not yet. No.
Watch
it's really good.
Watch it. Gives you a new aspect on him.
I don't need a new aspect on him.
No, I know, but I mean, it gives you more.
Yeah, I've seen all the clips and stuff from all the years, and obviously I watched him as Punisher Martinez in Ring of Honor and stuff like that. But yeah, from joining the Judgment Day with Edge, giving relevance, and then going on and having that match at Backlash with Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Give him the projection. Same projection I'm hoping that Piper Niven gets from off the back of Clash. Takes a little while to cook, but gets it. He's fucking brilliant. He wasn't, and a lot of people saying he was a stopgap in the World Championship. Was he bollocks?
Yeah.
Crucial part of that there. This week, last night, obviously, fucking coming out, promo cut on Finn, and then he needed the play to come in, and he got beat down. And the beat down he took last night, and he protects Mami as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. And then Mami, don't I need to say anything more? Even my wife knows about Mami. But you put her in a ring of any female wrestler from any company across the world, Mami's gonna come out smelling roses. Even if she's booked to lose, she's still gonna come out looking good.
Yep.
I think WWE are very lucky to have her in the ranks, because she just makes the rest of the women look great. And with people like Charlotte Flair, like, got a bad injury, Becky's taking a hiatus, they need somebody like Mami to step up. If we didn't have Mami and Liv, and
Shayna might get a chance.
What?
Shayna might have got a chance.
Shayna might get a chance, yeah. But if we didn't have Mami and Liv and Bayley, I'm going to say, because Nia's doing enough bits now. She's starting to come good in these last couple of weeks, and we're still yet to see full Tiffany Stratton up there. Yeah, we might get other chance, but would it be as entertaining as it is right now, women's wrestling? I am crying out for the Terror Twins to be the tag team champions. I also want to see Mami go one-on-one with Solo Sikoa. Matt will tell you, Ted, I have been crying from that. The first day they got in the ring and they locked eyes. For some reason, her and Solo just locked eyes, and it was a stare down. It was like Andre and Hogan. It was Stone Cold and the Rock stare down. Rock and Hogan, Cena and Rock. It was a stare down for WrestleMania main event. Give me it, feed me it, feed me it. But yeah, and then it's Mammy. That's enough. Which I watched the tattoo thing the other day. Have you watched it yet?
Yeah.
On YouTube. I don't even remember her not having tattoos. I don't.
I don't
I don't remember in the Evolution thing.
I remember in the Evolution.
Yeah.
Thing, no, totally forgot.
On 2K, she's not got one of the one she has on there. It's not got any tattoos on it.
Totally forgot she was even in that Evolution thing where she didn't have a tattoo. She didn't even have dark hair or makeup.
Yeah, no. Are we on number 1?
Yep.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Well, I was going to play a card on this one because technically he's not on TV at the moment.
He has been. And he will be.
I don't know about you, Ted. I feel like that's a bit of a cop-out.
That's the reason I didn't put him.
You can fucking find. I don't give a shit. He's been my number 1. There's no one above him.
I feel like that's a cop-out.
Yeah, he's my number 1. Always will be.
What do you think, Ted?
I personally think cop-out.
Ted personally will think that because I just fought him on JD McDonough. But, alright, JD McDonough is my number 1. Fucking hell. The guy's incredible. He's fucking brings character to Raw. I can't watch Raw without watching JD McDonough. Roman Reigns.
I was going to send you a voice message this week and saying, look, Roman can't be in the list.
Well, you didn't say anything, so.
I know I didn't.
And you all should have known who my number 1 was going to be.
Yeah, I sat at it and on about it, and then I thought, can I be asked debating with you over voice?
Who would I put instead? You two go first. I'll check. If I've got to change it, I'll change it. You two pick. But
no. If you want,
no. I'll play by the rules. Go on.
So
no.
I'll be very honest. He was Joe, and I said I've swapped someone out. Roman was my number 3 before I thought about Sammy. So Roman was in mine, in all honesty, to be transparent, but I changed my mind.
My number one writes itself. I know he's had a bad fucking run at the moment, but it's Cody Rhodes. It's Cody Rhodes. He's doing the best he can over on SmackDown with what he's got given to him. Ideally, I would have probably swapped the titles around and brought Cody to the Raw. It's probably a few more interesting battles with him on Raw for Raw. And then brought the new title over to there and build people up, change around stuff on the Gunther. Or Damien, whatever. But it's fucking Cody Rhodes. Roman's not on TV. He's carrying SmackDown on his back.
Yes, 100%. Him and Jacob Fatu are the 2 big things over there.
LA Knight
said it multiple
says hello.
Yeah.
LA Knight says hello.
Oh, LA Knights, yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then that gets the biggest pop next to Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. LA Knight, Jacob Fatu nearly made my list, but we've not seen Jacob. We've not seen the best of Jacob Fatu yet. I think we will do if we get this Blood match with him and Cody. But that is a very fucking dangerous line that they're going to run. They run that match. Forget about Solo Sikoa being the new tribal chief. If you let Jacob Fatu go one-on-one with Cody, no one's cheering for Solo. Well, they don't anyway. But that's the new tribal chief. But
right, okay. Sorry, go on. Sorry.
Do mine. Just to get it out of the way, mine's Gunther. Is my number 1. He's smashed it in NXT UK. He then came to the roster where I did get a little bit worried, but I should have never panicked.
Well, you should have done because Vince was on the verge of fucking releasing him before Triple H stepped in.
He told him he didn't lose weight. He told him and Keith Lee didn't lose weight and shaping up, they were gone.
Yeah, before Triple H stepped in, so I would have been worried.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'm saying, he's just smashing it. Every match that he's in, I enjoy. I love the hard-hitting style he brings. His promo works mint. His entrance with Kaiser is great. And I do hope that he carries on his run, but I don't think it'd be too damaging if he loses to Sammy.
His entrance is the one thing I don't like. I just don't. It's nothing about it. I just don't like it. I feel like he could do a new one now he's champion. But
I wanted to go back to the, but we can't really because some other useless person in AEW is currently using a version of his music, but I can't be asked getting into that discussion about her. So it's I'd like to see him go back to the old music because for me, his old music, you're like, oh shit, here we go, it's about to pop off. But yeah, Gunther's my number one. He's fantastic. That's all I've got to say.
So, with me having to, I'm playing by the rules. Roman's not on TV, so I'll play by the rules. I'll put Damien Priest and Rhea Ripley as 1.
Okay.
Gunther 2. Move Cody up to 3. Owens up to 4, and I'll have LA Knight as the 5th. Ooh. No, I want the White 6. I'll have at 5th. After last night, what the message I sent to you is, I'll have the White 6 at 5.
I want to put the White 6 in. I just
can't wait to do another video so we can talk about that White 6 match a bit more.
I know, yeah. But no, top 5. What we having next?
Ooh.
It's a new thing, isn't it? Next.
Yeah, but
we still put this in place.
We're still gonna. So we're still filming, so we still got them to put out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
We've got top 5 best gimmick changes, top 5 heels, or heel turns of all time, or babyface turns. Top 5 debuts could be a good one.
Top 5 debuts would be really good.
Yeah, I already know John's number 5 and my number 5.
I already know my number 1.
Number 1, sorry. Jericho? Did we do it?
Oh, number 1. He'd probably be in the list. I don't think number 1.
Oh, really? Oh, it's my number 1.
What, for the Y2J one?
Yeah.
Coming
out against The Rock.
Yeah, it was good, but be on the list.
You made the list.
He would make the list.
You just made the list.
You know, actually, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to have a good look into debuts because I absolutely love FTR's AEW debut.
Same. Oh no, it's not really a debut.
Ricochet's was good in AEW.
I tell you who's would. Right, actually, if we're gonna do debuts, I want just John. You might understand where this is going. The end of which pay-per-view where everybody debuted. That'd be my number 1.
Oh right, okay, I know which one you mean.
Yeah, no, there's a few out there, but the Jericho one is fucking iconic.
Yeah,
he teased it for weeks and weeks. I mean, you've got if you want to
even the Save Me, Y2J were a mid
in
thing.
2008.
Yeah.
If you can't relate to it, you've got Mick Foley's got fucking 4 debuts, and they were all in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, Kane's.
But yeah, we'll do debuts. We'll do top 5 debuts.
Yeah, cool.
Are we doing top 5 AEW debuts and WWE, or just doing debuts as a whole?
Do debuts as a whole.
Yeah, because I'd be lost.
Yeah. Because technically, if you did AEW debuts, then you can literally just go, well, Young Bucks,
Moxley,
Cody, Kenny, because they all fucking debuted back in
Jericho.
2019.
Done.
Yeah. No, we'll do a mix.
Why don't we do best and worst?
Can we do debuts / returns?
Oh, then that changes everything.
No.
Should we do returns and debuts then? Should we do both?
I don't know if I could do 5 of both. That's why I say can you do /
Triple H.
Because that goes. Edge's returns my number 1 straight away, and then Triple H's returns my 2nd, and then Jericho's 3rd for his debut. So.
Let's see. That's the fun of it. Because that leaves you 2 spots.
That's fine. I mean, I'm willing to fight people. I'm not asked, but if you want to make it easier, then do top 5 debuts, top 5 returns, or we can do both. I'm not asked.
I want to do both.
I want to compress them together because I don't think I could do 5 returns.
Honestly, John, you could easy. I've just listed 4, just off the bounce.
Yeah, but
any of Taker's returns.
Okay, that's
Taker Mania 20.
That's what I mean. There you go. See, Jericho's returns. Jeff Hardy, Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, Sean. I know you don't like him, but just name him. Well, yeah, it's up to you.
You want to do the two? I'll do the two. I'll work it
We'll
out.
do it. We'll do it.
Do you want me
I
to
have a
send
bit
you
of
some
time.
info?
No. I have a bit of time to work on it because we've got next week we'll be filming
Yeah, we got
the new thing. It's got like 2 weeks before
We've
we
got
do
2
this
weeks
again.
before we do this again, so that's fine.
Yeah, so I got a bit of time. That's fine.
Cool. Top 5 debuts, top 5 returns. JD
Guys,
McDonough's return and debut is going to be, and Keith Lee's are going to be in Ted,
Yes,
so that should
Keith.
be interesting. And Carlito's somewhere.
Yes,
That
Keith.
should be good. Carlito's
Big John
return.
China. How many debut returns has he made?
There you go. See, there you go.
Oh
You can
my
name all
God.
5 fucking Cena and Orton.
Oh, the Cena
Roman
one at the
Reigns in
Royal Rumble.
2020. There you go.
Roman Reigns at SummerSlam this year.
Yeah. See? I'd do it
Look-
easy, this. This is easy for me.
This is easy.
But no, cool. Excited. We got some good
Guys.
content coming.
You have.
Yeah.
You lucky lot.
But yeah, comment below your top 5 AEW and WWE superstars, wrestlers, male, female. Below, let us know your list. We enjoy seeing your lists.
We do.
We do. I enjoy it.
Even if Elton Prince and Kit Wilson are in him.
Yeah.
And I love
think-
Pretty Deadly, but come on now.
But yeah, think very carefully about these because obviously we will discuss them and
And we
We
will
will
talk
call
about
you
them on stream.
talk about them on stream. We will call you out as well. So it's not like, oh, somebody's... No, we're naming and shaming you. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what everybody else's lists are. And obviously, yeah.
I think that's one of the best things that we do that a lot of people that don't like, that other channels don't, is they call people out while they're there, and it brings in some audience participation, which is always a good thing.
And call out
Yeah,
Ted with his JD thing.
Yeah, call me out. Say come for me. And
Yeah, watch
argue
Sports
with
and JD McDonough.
Can he win the World Heavyweight
I'll
title?
pronounce his name correctly because the Americans can't. It's JD McDonough.
Wow,
Yeah.
what do they call him?
McDonough was, it pisses me off. They can't pronounce my... So the reason I can pronounce it properly because it's my fucking surname.
That's why I pronounce it right.
Spells the same and everything. They don't. Michael Cole murders it every week and it really
I thought
annoys
Michael
me.
Cole does it right.
No. It's like McDonough,
It's McDonald.
something like I pronounced it so wrong.
Oh, right. Fair play. Well, that's
Um,
why he's not the number 1 play-by-play Excalibur, is, you know what I mean?
Fuck, it really annoyed me when they give me. I was like, get my name off that man.
You don't even start with that, with Excalibur.
Oh, he's the best one.
Yeah, so get involved in the chat. Next top 5 will be in 2 weeks. There's a reason. The video explaining that will be out that weekend, and then obviously next week we'll record explanation of it. So keep an eye out for, what did we title it now?
Change my mind.
Change my mind. We're not saying anything more than that. Go, and when it comes out, and you'll see if you follow us and hit the bell and you get the notifications, video will be in sight. Change my mind, and go and see what it is and what the idea is, and get involved in that one. And we'll be out at the weekend, probably already out if you're watching this one. So go back and watch it. That will be recorded next week, and in the following week, top 5 will return. Alternate weeks, unless we've got a slow week, then they'll probably come out together.
Yeah.
But till next time, peace.
Peace.